Welcome back, guys. If it's your first time here, my name's Gareth. This is Tech Check. Today, we're going to be reviewing this portable palm turbo air duster from a company called Vsgo. They sent it out to me for review, not paid or anything like that, so my opinions are my own. But it's their model VEB012S1. In this video, we're going to unbox it, we're going to set it up, we're going to test it, and at the very end, we're going to tell you, is it actually worth it spending your hard-earned cash on it? Let's do this. So as we can see here, Vsgo Funkit series portable palm turbo air duster VEB012S1 in gunmetal grey, just like my car, so I'm a big fan of that as well. It gives you a lowdown on the accessories that come inside this box, so let's open it up. And there we have it. So a nice little rundown in terms of what you're actually going to receive inside. So let's put this to one side because I can see that they've provided with an extra air filter there, but this is starting to look rather special, guys. Contents and instruction manual here as well. We've got our Type A to USB Type C charge cable. We have a brush attachment. Rather nice brush as well, that is. We have our blower attachment as well, more of a gloss finish. And then we have our motor and our turbine, which is in here. And then finally, we have our batteries, which is this lower part here. And we'll take a look and a closer look at that in a second. But as far as packaging goes, nothing else in the actual box itself, but very nicely, neatly packaged, and nice to actually keep this as well, guys, so that you've got something to actually put everything away and keep in a nice safe space as well. So on to the setup, guys, and as we've got very few parts in this, I'm hoping that it's going to be really, really easy. One of the first things it tells you to do in order to make sure that you get the best cleaning results and also the best performance is to ensure that we fit the included air filter. So I'm going to walk you through that. So we'll get this opened up. We'll take out this air filter. Very fine filter this is. And then what we can do is just slightly open the back of this case. It just pops out. And then we can go ahead and pop in our filter. This is idiot proof as well, guys. As you can see, it only goes in one way. We can then go ahead and replace this little plastic back in here. And now we have our filter nicely in place. And that's going to stop 99.9% worth of dust and particles actually getting into what you're wanting to clean, guys. So if you're trying to use this in a dusty environment or anything like that, the air is actually pulled through this turbine, through this filter, and comes out this end up here. So therefore you can guarantee that what you're trying to clean is getting fresh, clean air and not just recycled dirty air, because this is going to do that perfect job of filtering out all the fine stuff as well. Now that we've got that filter in place, we can take our battery, which is at the bottom down here. And as you can see, we've got our contact points, which is here, and then the same here. All we're literally going to do is line these two up like so, and then push forward. Satisfactory click at the end as well. Within the space of 10 seconds, you've now got your battery connected to your turbine. What we're actually going to do is we're going to fit this particular nozzle. You've got 4 little tabs. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this one in like that, and then a slight turn to lock it in. I'll tell you what, guys, it's a nifty little device that is. Very, very slick, very, very polished aesthetics. I really, really like how it looks. And as it says, it is a palm turbo air duster, and you do really get that premium feel to this as well. So before we jump on to the actual performance aspect, guys, let's just talk about the actual bottom in terms of settings and the actual buttons on this particular unit itself. So as you'll see on the bottom of the battery, underneath the handle, you've got your USB Type C charging point, which is here. We've then got our power button, and then we've got a button for this particular light here as well. Slightly odd place to have a light. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that it's got one, and it's quite a bright light. It gives off about 34 lux. You'll press it down for a couple of seconds and it comes on. One immediate press, it goes back off. If you're holding this and I'm wanting to blow over there, and I've got this light which is shining down here, it's not quite where I'm actually wanting to blow. So whilst I'm really impressed that it's got a light, it's not quite in the right position. Yeah, I think it would have been better if it would have been around here or maybe just above this trigger. It's very small. Maybe it couldn't go up here. I don't know, but I'm thinking that that could be a good addition on the front so you can actually see what you're actually blowing. But our main power button, really straightforward to operate this thing. Essentially, we're just going to hold it down for 2 seconds, and then you'll see on the front we've got our 3 LED indicators. These are our power options here. So 3 lights on, it's going to be at its strongest performance. You press the power button once and it goes down to 2, and then again goes down to 1. For a quick demonstration, our trigger is here as well. So it also has an automatic function where you can hold down the trigger and the power button for a couple of seconds, and then automatic mode will be engaged as well. So before I start dazzling you with all these kilometers an hour in terms of speed and things like that, we'll test it out and then we'll come back and I'll go through the performance indicators and stuff like that, and hopefully it performs just as good as it looks. I've got 3 specific examples here, and I'm going to use each one of these settings on each one of these different components. What we're going to do is just going to take this off. It's not really dusted, but there is quite a few bits and bobs on there actually. So it's not perfect, but it's not filthy either. And what we're going to do is use power mode 1, which is essentially what Vsgo like to call breeze. It gives us a 20 kilometers an hour fan speed and essentially should be more than enough to clean the front of this lens. If I wanted to go one step further, I could take this anti-static brush attachment, just attach it like that, and then we could just give it a slight dust as well. And now I can see that every bit has actually disappeared. So we're now going to engage Gale mode, guys, which is power stage 2. So we'll press the power button. Oh, we've got a bit here. The great thing about this, guys, we mentioned previously, if you're finding it quite difficult to keep this trigger compressed, you can actually pull down the trigger and press down the power button. Let go. You're now in automatic mode. Anything that requires a delicate touch and a blow of air, this is going to come in handy. We've already got it in power stage 3, which is storm force. And what we're going to do is we're going to give this a good go round. Now, I don't anticipate this taking all the dust off of these particular fans. Number one, it's been on there and it's a mixture of not just dust, but grime and a bit of grease here and there as well. So hopefully it looks slightly better than what it does now. And what I can see, guys, is there is quite a bit of stuff which has come out. There is quite a lot of actual stuff which is on the back of these fans, which is nothing to do with the performance of this particular product. It's more that it's more stuck on there because it's a bit greasy and grimy. But a bit of stuff did actually come out. And if you're doing regular maintenance and upkeep on your actual components, then this will get rid of that first layer of dust, no issues whatsoever. One other test though, because I think it's really important to be open and honest and transparent when you're reviewing particular products. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and move the Vsgo box that it came with. We'll put it on full power as well, and it's got 3 bars. And what we're going to do, guys, because this little unit here, on the back here, it's got these 5 CNC machined turbines on the back here, and it creates around 100,000 turns or revs per minute. So it can create like 120 kilometers an hour wind speed, and it's got about 4.2 kilopascals worth of force removing dust and dirt and everything else. Again, I just want to give you a real world life scenario, and we're going to try and remove this box. It's not mega heavy, but it's obviously more considerable than dust. So that is 30 centimeters. It's shaking it, but not moving it. So it actually blew it over, guys. I'm not going to mention any company names because this is actually reviewing this particular product, but just for full transparency, I have got one just between my legs. And again, this is also fitted with 3 1200 milliamp batteries as well. It's fully charged, just the same as this particular unit. And what we're going to do is going to do the same thing. Now, this is slightly unfair because this nozzle is slightly different to this one. I think it will give a good indication as to what the performance is like. So, this is the fastest one. I think it's really, really important, guys, that you get some perspective when you're doing these particular reviews. Do I like this? Absolutely. I've been using it for the last year. Again, it's nowhere near as small, nowhere near as pretty, nowhere near as made from the same materials, nowhere near as aesthetically pleasing to look at, nowhere near as nice to hold in your hand. This puts a smile on your face when you're holding this. This is, well, it does the job very, very well, but doesn't look as nice. In terms of the practical applications, as I've just demonstrated there, this didn't perform as well as another competitor, okay? Now, that's not to say that this is not supposed to blow a box 30 centimeters away down there, but I just wanted to give you a visual demonstration of other competitors out there that are either more expensive or less expensive as a competitor. So, that being said, in terms of the most important thing for me, and that comes down to price. And this particular unit isn't cheap, guys. But as I've already said, given the actual components that they've actually used, the aesthetics of it and everything else, it's not going to be. This actual unit here sells and retails in the UK for around £110. It's currently got on Amazon at the minute about 4 or 5% off, so it's going at £105. The good news for everybody is that there is a 20% off at this moment in time coupon on Amazon, so you can actually pick it up for £84. Now, the way that I always determine whether they are basically a good purchase is, do I enjoy the product? Does it do exactly what it says? And do I think it's good value for money? Okay. And the last and important thing is, if my wife received it in the post and actually got her hands on it, and then I told her how much it would be, would she whinge at me or moan at me for actually going out and spending my hard-earned cash on it as well? I think it comes down to personal preference, guys. £84, I don't think is a bad price for this at all. Would I recommend it? For somebody like me that's going to be using it weekly, monthly, I think you'll really, really enjoy it. And I think having the storage capabilities, having the recharge on the battery, having the design aspect of this, I think it's something that you would really look after, and essentially it would come in handy loads and loads of times. I don't like the fact that you only get one of these filters. I'm guessing you'll be able to take it out and clean it and things like that, but I would like to see if they would have included 3 in the actual box. The LED and the light at the bottom, well, I think it's the fantastic value added thing at the bottom here. I think it would have been more practical to have it on the front so you can actually shine and blow things and you can see a little bit more when you're actually using it. So yeah, I think it's good that they've given you a couple of extra nozzles. I love the fact that it's modular. I also love the fact it's easily put together. I love its USB-C. I love the fact that it's tiny, yeah, and it's also built fantastically well. Unfortunately for me, recommending this to your everyday consumer, spending £110 or even £84 would be a hard purchase for me. But for someone like me, I like it. I think it's money well spent. But for you, it could be another thing. So guys, overall, go and check out Vsgo. They've got some really, really innovative products on their website, guys. They don't just do portable palm turbo air blowers. They've got loads of other things. So I'll leave a link down in the description. I want to give a big shout out to Vsgo for sending this out for review, allowing me to keep the product, but also allowing me a bit of transparency and also my fair opinions to be shared with you guys as well. If you've enjoyed the video, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know down in the comments section down below, do you use an air duster or have you got the old can of air or even a rocket blower? I'd be interested to find out what other air dusters you particularly use, and keep an eye out for next week's video because we're going to test out another one of these and give you a competitor to see whether they're worth it as well. Thank you very much for your time, guys. I wish you all the very best. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.